victorious? Will it be EHOME? Will it be Infamous? One of these two teams will make it out of the best of ones into the best of threes here at the Stockholm Major, live from the Monster Energy DreamHack Studios. Welcome back indeed to the Corsair Dream League Season 11. I'm here with Gods and Lizard, and we are ready for the draft of this series, and so are the players. A lot at stake here. There's points, there's money, there's glory, there's fame. It's gonna be a tough one for the teams. It's gonna be a close one. It's always tough preparing for these best of ones. We did hear Mason though, guys. They had a lot of mock draft yesterday to see how this will go. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna pull out here. It looks interesting that they banned out a Pango. They value that pick a lot as well. And the Elder Titan has been banned, a hero that I don't really value that much any longer, even after GH's performances. I think maybe they're thinking about the meta a bit too much, as he said. Like it takes a day or two for a team to adapt to the meta of the tournament, but those two bans, even the Lich ban, I'm not really the biggest fan of, honestly.
Yeah, these are heroes that you go back a few patches were definitely dominant, but it doesn't feel like that's necessarily the case right here. But their opener, Lifestealer, solid. We saw J-Storm, you know, this first pick Lifestealer, he was the OP carry for a few patches. Seen some nerfs, but still seems very, very viable. Yeah, and the Oracle support is probably, I mean, one of the top picked supports right now. I have the list right here. This previous game obviously didn't have an Oracle. It got banned first phase, but Oracle is the top hero of the tournament. 20 picks, 70% win rate. Yeah, the hero is definitely very strong right now. It's not only because of all the saves that he has, obviously, versus some heroes. It's the fact that he works well versus Darkseers and heroes that you have to purge out. So overall, Oracle is definitely a top pick at the moment. On the other side, though, if Infamous watched EHOME, they probably saw that Magnus is one of their top picks. Magnus, they like to lane it with, not lane it, but they like to combo him with heroes such as the PA. Ta-da! Yeah, just a casual. I think it's teams like, Yeah, so I didn't actually write down Magnus. He's not in the top 10, but I know that he wasn't doing great. But PA is in the top 10. He's 8th. Sorry. He? She's been picked 14 games with a 29% win rate. Oof. It's not been great. And Mag as well, not great. It's just not, you know, it's a little bit previous last week or something. Yeah, I mean, Mag PA was like the most run opening combo of picks for like a few months or two, a few months straight on some of the older patches. And then we saw, you know, small little nerfs to the heroes, a bit of a fall off. And also, you know, if something gets played too much, you just eventually figure it out. Yep. So Infamous has seen this a lot. These guys, you know, they play NA pubs. NA pubs are very one-dimensional with their picks. Everyone just picks whatever is in the meta. It's very different, I think, to like, you know, China, they play RD in their pubs, so there's much more hero pools. And I think Europe, you just see a lot more experimentation going on. NA, it's like, if you're not first picking Magnus, you've got that bulb on your team yelling at you, why didn't you pick Magnus, you know? So people there are very strict about the, you know, the meta picks. No, I think Magnus and PA are still a very strong combination. But as you said, Shiver teams have adapted to it. They have learned how to play against it. It's not even that the heroes got nerfed too hard. It's just that you adapt to them, right? You play versus them so much that you have to figure out a way of dealing with them. However, Magnus and PA is always going to be a strong combination. If you get a few stacks out, if that PA gets that Battle Fury early on, it doesn't even have to get the Battle Fury with Magnus, can go Vlad's Dezo or something and just fight instantly. So overall, that combination is still very legit, still pretty strong. They are playing versus Lifestealer and Oracle right now. Yeah, and Oracle causes some problems for PA if you position well. Like you can disarm the PA. If PA goes on someone, you can, you know, save them. It makes it hard for that to rely on that single target burst. Yeah. Unless you get one-shotted and critted instantly, then all of your spells kind of are irrelevant as you're dead. So it can be difficult, and Oracle has to position himself very well in these team fights. Bane and the Razor, like Razor, you want to get him away from that Lifestealer every time you play him, right? Because he is one of the strongest lane counters, and later on he does fairly well versus the Lifestealer. It also is a top pick right now. He's picked very often in these games. And Bane, like besides Oracle, I think Bane in the minor as well has been. Tell me, Sheaves. He is number 2 on the list, actually, right behind Oracle with 18 games, although his win rate is a little sad with 33. Oh, okay. He's still picked.
He still picks a lot. Yeah, he's got that going for him.
He's a support. Support win rates to me never mean too much. Because
Okay.
It's like
Oracle, 70%? Doesn't mean too much?
70%.
70 is a lot, but it's more like especially 5 positions aren't the ones that generally control or dictate the outcome of games. And that's where I just feel like, support win rates generally, if Secret really like a certain 5 position, that hero is going to have a high win rate because Secret's picking it a lot, for example.
This is true.
Versus, which one of the teams, the weaker teams of the turn, what their preferred support hero is going to have a bad win rate just because that's just how Dota works.
Yeah, sadly for supports,
Yeah.
that's basically the way it is, especially for position 5s. But some position 5s definitely do offer a bit more than others, and Oracle is one of those that scales fairly well. You have that GPM talent too, so the hero is pretty strong. And speaking about the GPM talent, Nyx Assassin is also a hero that has it buffed. In the last patch, it's been buffed from 60 to 90 gold on level 10. Is a hero that also combos very well with Lifestealer, so you're gonna have that, Nyx Bomb, Nyx Bomb, but we haven't seen it very... In the last game, J-Storm had a Nyx and the Nyx, but they haven't really utilized them in that aspect, really. It was more like Nyx on one side of the map,